says that we're recording. I don't know if we are. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to make a couple of short videos today. I'm almost a mile in, so I figure every time I do this, I always ass out and don't get back on. But I'm gonna try to get back on. Oh, I'm trying to make a part 2 of, let me pull this wire back. Damn. Yeah, I'm trying to make a part 2 of, if you look at my videos, you'll see, I got one called, a slick stranger with car trouble. You have to watch that one first, because I ain't gonna go through it all over again. And this is about maybe a week and a half ago, I made that video. And I've been fasting and shit, right? But I'll get to that too. I'm always all over the board every fucking time I talk. But I'm gonna try to keep this straight. All right. That guy came by my house. He didn't call me. He had my number. He didn't call. He just came knocking on my door. And like I said, I had already fasted for like 28 hours or something like that. So I had ate some California vegetables and like a chicken thigh, I think it was, that I had steamed. I steamed all the chicken first, put the ones I wasn't gonna eat in the refrigerator, and then threw the vegetables inside the pot, you know, with all the chicken fat and whatever the hell's in there, and let that just simmer until the vegetables don't get overcooked, but, you know, have some good taste and flavor with the seasoning from the chicken. So I ate just that. And then when I laid down, you know, that's just your body doing the regular shit. Like, we call it, black people call it niggeritis. Like a motherfucker eat. But that's nothing, actually what that is an insulin spike. And when it comes down, it's a crash. So if you're eating carbs or something sweet, that's what's gonna happen. That's what makes you feel that way after you eat a decent meal and you wanna go to sleep or take a nap or whatever. It's not it's this insulin that makes you feel that way. But in the other case, if you're fasting and you know that you haven't had no energy all day, except that like the fat you're burning, especially if it's 28 hours, that's a day and 4 hours. So when I ate that food and I went to lay down, then I heard somebody knocking on my door. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Not like nobody has the right. It's just I ain't expecting nobody. I don't live that way. Unless it's like a immediate neighbor. Cool. But you can consider him one because he lives in the community. He lives like in the complex. Like I say, his car's stuck there. So what I did was I got up and I pulled the door back and I looked at him, had to size him up because, like I said, I was trying to relax, but I wasn't tired. I was full of energy. I'm looking at him. And I was like, oh, that's him. You know, the guy that asked me, can he use my tools? And help him with his car. Then he wanted to hold my tools, and I was like, give me my tools back, man. I ain't leaving you with my tools, man. I don't know you that good. Or whatever, something to that effect. He knew what time it was. So far, we haven't really called each other out on shit. He's got a hustler's spirit. And he has a positive attitude and a hustler's spirit. But usually if somebody would do that to me, I'd be mad as shit. If you come knocking on my door uninvited or not telling me anything. But like I said, since he's a neighbor, he's all the way on the other side of the complex. So I didn't get mad when I saw him. I thought it might have been a delivery or something at first. Because I had promised him, if you watched the other video, I had promised him that if he needed my help, I'm not leaving him with my tools, but if you need my help, if you want me to take you to AutoZone, whatever you got to do, we could do the running together. And I ain't asking you for shit. I'll just say like I'm helping you now, I told him. It's no big deal, we neighbors. And he took me up on that shit 10 days later. He didn't call, he didn't communicate, he didn't touch base or none of that. He just come knocking on my door at sundown, just about sundown. So here we go again. What kind of game he got today? Because, you know, people have game. All people got certain a level of game. So you navigate your way through the world. He's got pretty good game because he don't get me mad or irritated. He's not irritable. He's not an irritating kind of guy. He's a good guy to me. He's an older guy, but he looked real young. And he gets around and acts as a spirit. So he says he asked me to take him to Phoenix, like to the city. I was like, I ain't got no gas in my car, for real. Because what I do is I drive my car all the way until that shit is like an eighth of a tank. And then I'll fill it up. I don't drive all over creation with my car. I don't do that. I use it for my needs. And that's it. Personal or pleasure. It's not a lot of miles. I walk more than I drive. I told you that before. So I showed him I had no, because you want to play a game? I showed him I ain't got no gas. He was like, you know what? I'll get a gas can. And I was like, no, nigga, I'll never live like that. I got gas, but it's only a few miles from reserve. You know that reserve light's gonna come on. And that reserve light is good for 50 miles, but I ain't gonna ride my car down like that fucking with you. He was like, okay, I'll give you $10. I was like, cool. He said, you're gonna have to wait until we get to where we gotta go. And I gotta go to where my other apartment is at. And I gotta go stop by my sister's. You know, then he says, I'll be in and out in a New York minute, he says, like that. Because he's been all in New York City. He lived up in Rochester, New York, upstate. But that's the country, New York. That's not the city. The city is where shit's happening. It's like me, it's the opposite of here. I'm out here like in the country. And people's over there in Phoenix. That's the city, you know. I'm not gonna say the ghetto, but it's the city. I don't see nothing out here with people calling the ghetto. This shit is nothing like the Bronx or Harlem, even though they're fixing those areas up. But when you say ghetto, you're talking about ran down, dim, gloomy looking shit. You know, motherfuckers standing on corners, poverty-stricken people and shit like that, lower income, you know. It doesn't make you a bad person or a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. Rich people lives in mansions and all that shit and have all these crazy shit they really don't need, but they get it anyway. And people that's trying to make it, they gotta try to make ends meet. So we both understand that, you know. And he tries his hardest. You know, I could tell when somebody's trying, because I'm a team guy. Like I said, I was on teams and all that stuff growing up, playing basketball, football, baseball, all this other crazy shit, right? Track and all that. Even as a grown-up, an adult still was doing it. And I could tell that, you know, he's trying, putting it together about this cat. If you looked at him, you wouldn't know anything. He's clean, you know. He like keeps a bald head with a bald face. So you can't pick up on his grayness too much or his receding hairline too much. And then he smelled clean. His hands were real dirty because he fucking with that car. Off and on, fucking with the car. Going back and forth to Phoenix or whatever. And to me, it seems like he sleeps in that car sometimes. For all I know, he may live in the car. I don't fucking know. But he did take me someplace to pick up some mail, and he claimed that his apartment. He showed me pictures of his apartment when we first met. He's talking about he's trying to get a house, he's trying to do this, that, and the other thing. And he seems to me just to be a hustler, hustling around. I don't be asking people about their money. You let them tell you that. Little things he tells me, I mean, he knows that from first meeting me, I'm a guy of integrity. So he knows he came by for that favor. I could have been a real nigga and just said, you know what? I told you if it was for the car, I'd help you out and run you back and forth to get parts or whatever we had to do. I didn't say take you to your sister's house to pick up the mail or some shit like that. I never said that. But I didn't do him that way. He was trying so hard. And, no, he didn't give me no money. And I told him that I am a man of my word. And I told you that I would do you a favor if you needed one. So, just because it ain't about the car, doesn't really matter. I got your back anyway, as a neighbor and as a friend and as my word. But you remember this. You owe me one. Don't come back looking for shit else. Think you're gonna use a nigga. Because if I didn't like you, I wouldn't have took you no fucking, I wouldn't take you nowhere. I would tell you no. Fuck out of my face. But I like you. You know? You're cool. I like how you get down or whatever. Because when I first met him, he offered me breakfast. That's when I said, he all right. But a lot of times people do those things. They throw you a bone, make you an offer, and down the line you get shitted on. They open you up to see what you have and see what you're working with. Come on, I'm a New York City guy, so I know better. So I just keep it right there to his level. But I felt bad when I told him I didn't have no gas. He looked at me to himself as he's a hustler. He's probably saying, damn, this nigga ain't got shit. He probably said, nigga got less than me. That's what he's thinking. Then he says, I'll get a gas can. I'll get some gas. I'll be right back. I don't know if he was going to siphon it out of his car. This is what he probably would have did. But I says, nah, nigga, I ain't living like that. Come on now. I'm not living that way. The guy siphoned his gas out of his car. I said, nah, it's not even that kind of a party. I said, it's not even that type of party, man. Don't even worry about it. I got it. Let me put on some clothes. And I went in the crib and I put some clothes on. Came back out and started talking with him. And he got in the car. I don't be having people in my car. Got in my car. I gotta really like you if you're gonna get in my fucking car. I let you in my car. So he got in the car and went to the gas station. I didn't fill it up and sit up there like I got big time money. I put in just enough to get us, well, I put in $15. And I'm saying, he's going where he's going. Maybe that's 25, 30 miles the most. So, what I'm gonna burn fucking with him, a gallon of gas? gallon of gas cost $2.99 where we went. You see, usually I just go on my own. I go and get the cheapest gas, $2.79. So I pay 20 cents more. See, this is how I be thinking. I pay 20 cents more per gallon. Since I got like 5 gallons, that's $1 I lost. This is how I'm thinking. But then I added on to the favor that I did for him. So, he cost a gallon of gas and $1. $5, $4. So, basically, I loaned him $4, or I gave him $4, $5. I ain't even gonna count the labor of driving to go pick up his mail. He came out with a bunch of mail. He tried to get some money off of a fucking finger card or some shit. You see, I'm not all in this business, but I could have asked. He should have tried. We don't know each other that well. But if he would have asked me before he left, I would have took him anyway. You know, I need gas in my car anyway. And I need to get out of that neighborhood anyway. Out of this country ass fucking place. And I went with him to Phoenix, where there's a lot of fucking people walking around. I'm saying to myself, like, damn, there's a lot of women walking around out here. A lot of them. It ain't like here. This here is on the outskirts of the city. You know, it's all good unless you got some fucked up neighbors. It's all good out here unless you got fucked up neighbors. Then you might as well be in the city. This ain't the country farm type shit, but this is like the suburbs, basically, you could say. And where he's over there, it's urban, but it's a new city. This Arizona. It's fairly new. It's built on the desert. You know, like Las Vegas or some shit or whatever. Same thing. These places are fairly new. It ain't like an old city like New York or Philly, you know, or Jersey City. It's not like that. Them buildings there is like hundreds of years old. The building that I had and got, left, that shit was built in like 1909 or some shit, man. You kidding me? Building like 110, 111 years old. Those are buildings. These shits here is fucking built with boards and shit. It's not even fucking, these shit here is built with sheetrock and wood. Those buildings is, punch one of those walls in my motherfucking plus spot where I came from. You breaking every bone in your fucking hand. You could punch a hole in one of these walls. But back to him. Yeah, it got late. A little late, it got dark. I told him, I don't want to be in the dark. But once the sun went down, because we was headed west, right in the sun. And I don't be on these roads like that, on the highway. So I said, yo, just give me a little guidance. We'll get there safe. They got all these weird signages and road markings. I know, I've been out here long enough, and I've been here back and forth for like 2015 and 17 and 18. I skipped 16. 18, I've been living out since like 18. But everything is everything. Where he took me, it was nice. It was nice where he took me. We went there, it took long enough, he came back. got in the car, he drove back to take him to Walmart. So I'm thinking he got money. Or he's gonna get some shit from Western Union. And I said he didn't have to go, he would have had the money already if he was getting Western Union. I'm thinking of all these different things, scenarios like, this guy ain't got nothing. He ain't got no money. Because even when he was walking away from the car and I told him I had no gas, I called him back and said, come on. Because I could have just let him walk and played the hustle game and didn't have to do anything. I didn't do him that way. Could have just let him walk. Because he wasn't coming back with no gas. He probably would have went in his car, tried to get it something and suck the gas out and put it in the a container, and then come back knocking on my door with a fucking container of gas from out of his car that he siphoned out of his car or some shit. I ain't going through all that stuff. So I know that he's trying, you know? I know that he's trying. I know that the guy's trying, so I said, I know that he's trying, so I said, you know, in my mind, I know what he's gonna do. I already see what he's gonna do, or try and do, which is a pretty hard thing if you don't know what you're doing. Trying to siphon gas out of a car, and that's gonna put eyes on you and everything. So I said, I ain't gonna let him go through that shit. Either he's gonna try to do that and come back late, or he's gonna just say fuck it and leave that mail. But I know how it is to pick up mail and shit like that. I know how that feels. You need fucking mail. Your mail is somewhere stacking up, so you're using someone else's address for whatever the reasons are. So I took him, and I let him know it don't mean nothing to me. So it ain't like, and even when I got back with him, he went into Walmart, he didn't come off with nothing. He tried that credit card thing. I guess to see if he could get a cash advance or something. It wasn't happening. Whatever he said, it didn't really matter. Because I'm not that kind of a person. It's like once I take you like under my wing, you're under my wing. It's like that's man shit. You know? Now you're only good as your word. All you gotta do is fuck me one time on your word. And everything, all the favors and stuff, it just goes by short. How you doing type shit, and that's it. Keep it moving. Or my guy might say, or I might say something like, I can't fuck with you, man. I can't fuck with you no more, man. He may say, why? Man, you know why. Then I may say something, well, until you take care of that favor, make up that favor, I ain't gonna be doing shit for you back to back to back to back to back. We'll laugh it off, and in his mind, he'll say, hey, well, this nigga ain't the one. And he'll take that game to the next one and the next one, because he's an extrovert. So he's out there, you know, and a lot of people faces. You know, he's a hustler. I'm more of, I'm pretty medium. I'm pretty medium. I'm not an introvert or extrovert, but I would rather be by myself, and I would really rather not be bothered most of the time. See this gas over here? I go to the Arco gas station. I go to the Arco gas station up my way. See how that's $2.77? It went down from the other day when I walked through. See, that's $2.77.9. So it went down like about a couple of cents. 2 cents, because it was $2.79. And when we went to the other gas station last night, It said 89 on the street sign, coming pointing you in there. But when you get in there, the pump says 99. It says 299 on the pump. It might have had a sign somewhere saying, if you pay cash. It might have had something like that. Another fat ass Mexican over there. Fat booty. I seen her way back there. She caught up and made sure that I saw. Yeah, and yeah, it wasn't bad. Got back, and I was waiting in the fucking parking lot when they went to Walmart for half an hour. A whole fucking half an hour. He said that same shit. I'd be back in a New York minute the same way, you know, we was in Phoenix. That wasn't the case. And I knew he wasn't coming out with nothing. I knew he was hustling and haggling with someone, trying to get something out of that card. I said, man, I could have told you that from jump. You ain't getting nothing out of no finger card. You ain't getting shit out of no finger card. Not no cash. You got to shop at their store. The best that you could do is order something online, and when you get it, go hustle it. But that ain't doing shit for your credit. We got a crazy lady over here. She's swinging. She's swinging at the air, or she's swinging at one of these bugged out fucking flies that's stinging her or something. She seems very agitated. She's looking up in the air. She's looking at fucking the clouds. She's tripping. Wait a minute. She's throwing stuff in the street. Let me get past here real quick. Hope she don't see me. Yeah, shit, I'm wrong with her. You're gonna see when I walk by. I'm gonna have the camera on her. Now, see what she did? She saw me. She ain't stupid. She saw me coming. Come on. She saw me coming. And she sat down. She sat down in the corner of the bus stop shed. Yeah, because I ain't out here to hurt anyone. Yeah, but back to my man. Yeah, I ain't got no attitude with that guy. I like that guy. I'm older than him. By maybe like 7 years, maybe, I think. And he's a respectful guy, whatever. He's been in trouble. He told me all about it. He says all the cops know him from doing fucked up shit. Since he's been out here. Hasn't been out here but for a couple of years. And I'm saying, well, he's involved with the police already. So he's good as long as they don't see us walking around together. But we have. But I don't be in the street like that. They see me doing this. This is what they see me doing, what I'm doing right now. That's what they see. They see over there where he took me. I'm like, I looked on the map, and that's like a 12 and a half mile walk. Now, because when I got over, I've been over here before. And I saw a name in some of the areas. And he said, yup, you sure have. I said, yeah, I know I've been over here before. So sometimes I be going like 13 miles. Just like where I'm walking now, there's a mountain range right down there. I don't know if y'all can see it. But that's where we were at. Then I realized the whole time This is like a long mile walk where he took me. But the difference that makes the mileage different is the highway. Where you enter the highway. For walking, or if you was on a bike, you can knock off a mile. A whole mile. According to the car, that's how I know how many miles I took him. By car, it was like 13 miles, just about. 13 point something. So I said 13 point something going, 13 point something coming back. 26, 27 miles. Give or take a couple of more miles, just make it 30. Like I said, my shit get 29 miles a gallon. I know that too. So I already know that it was, and it gets more on the highway. So I already know that that's a gallon of gas. See? And like I said, you see how I watched that gas price back there? Yeah, that's 2 cents. So when I get home, I'm going to, and where I'm at is lower. It's an Arco, but it's lower. When I get home, I'm going to clean myself up and go to the Arco, which is about 3 miles away from me. I used to walk that too. I used to walk that distance too. And I lived on the other side of the highway there. Cause all I did was move 1 mile. Yeah, that's all I did was move 1 mile down the road. But I used to walk on the other side of the highway. Because I was on the next neighborhood over. It was the same neighborhood, actually. It's just across the highway. But this is actually, it's kind of different because I'm downtown. Where downtown starts. It's where I lived at, and then it's downtown. But it's all good. Yeah, I get back, I go up there, and since I've been out here and I seen what it is. Because he was saying where he's at is $3. And I could have went to my gas station. We was about, like I said, we was about 3 miles from there, just about. And then I said to myself, why do I ride 3 miles there and 3 miles back just to save $1? See what I mean? That's 6 miles right there. Now you motherfuckers see how much of a penny pincher I am? And you really think that I'm gonna let some bitch come along and take my money or give my money to some bitch because I'm all goo goo gaga over some hoe or some shit? You gotta be fucking crazy. It has to be a regular, real, mutual relationship. Those days are kind of like over. In other words, those tricking days, they over. I can't afford the trick. How about half trick? I'm gonna come up with a new term. You motherfuckers gonna steal it too. I'm gonna call it Dutch tricking. That's when you and the bitch trick each other. In other words, both of y'all are handling your own. I'm gonna make a new term. I'm gonna coin a new term. I'm gonna call it Dutch tricking. Put that in the Urban Dictionary. I'm gonna make sure that shit gets in there today. I'm gonna put in there Dutch tricking. And then I'm gonna put my meaning there. And we're gonna see how far that gets. That's when you go, you know, dollar for dollar. I be telling women these days when I'm online with them, I be saying, you know, I'm still a traditional guy. And I ain't no trick. But the way these chicks are, this feminism and these women's right, all this stuff, that's all a bunch of nonsense too. So you bring something to the table. That's how I look at it. You gotta bring more than pussy to the table. There's like billions of pussies in the world, you know. There's tens of thousands of pussies right here in the Phoenix area. How about that shit? That's the possibility I could put my fucking dick in. Then you got some that like black people. See this girl just rolled past me, squeezed by. For some reason, I got good instincts. God-given instincts. I think it's catching a shadow over here, of course, like over here. See how my shadow's right there? That's what it'd be. I'd be seeing them like right there come up, and then the shadow like behind me on the ground, and then my reflexes automatically look. And they be right there. I'm surprised this camera's still on. Yeah, but the Holmes, you know, I told him, he's trying to explain it. He's trying to explain when we got back and he went in Walmart, nothing happened for him. He's trying to explain himself. And he's telling me about, oh, I got some Chinese food. I'm gonna go eat my food. Yada, yada, yada. Now he's ready to go eat. And I told him, I said, listen, I don't, you think you really thought that, you know, basically, first of all, all I need is $10. Okay? And he says, usually, you know, I'm a man of my word, but this time, whatever. And in my mind, I'm saying, that's a game. Is he that ignorant that you know that you ain't getting no money off of no finger hook card? You know, I'm not even gonna get involved and get all caught up in the gaming thing, because I already told him. It doesn't matter to me. I'm doing it for a favor. You know, basically take it as a blessing. Because I know it comes back to me some kind of way. The same way I was over there trying to help him get his car started. Come to find out that this battery doesn't even fucking work. And like, what are we going to do without a battery? And I said, well, let me bring my charger over here. No, matter of fact, let me bring my car up. He says, no, you can't park there. Well, let's bring the battery to my fucking place. You know, and I'm trying to motivate him to get him to do something. But I see he wants to do it his way, or he ain't trying, because I was getting to the point where I was saying, like, you give me the battery, it's a brand new battery, to charge it. You give me the battery to charge, and I give you give me the battery to charge, and I let you hold the tools. But what good are the tools if the battery doesn't turn over? What's good is you holding my tools then? That don't make any sense. Nah, because he put my tools on his front seat and closed and locked up his door. And says, oh, I'm going to check my traps, you know, see if I can get this, you know, money for the parts that I need. I was like, no, you ain't. What you're going to do is give me those tools. What you're going to do, get my tools out of there. Give me my fucking tools back. I ain't going to be in my car without tools. I don't even know you. You ain't supposed to know nobody your tools anyway. I'm trying to help you. I'm not doing that. So he's got game with him. Lots of game. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go. No, you go. He got the game where He's got the game where you can't really get mad at him or get violent with him or, loud, because he's a smooth guy. And it's up to you. It's like a fucking bitch giving you some pussy. You trying to get it and she give it to you. She can't get mad after it's over. Or realize this nigga's trying to get laid. She can't get mad now because you gave the guy the time of day. So don't get mad because you thought that maybe he was someone you was gonna get over on, and you spent time with him, a half an hour, 45, whatever. And because you had your own, like all these people, all of them have agendas. Everyone, as soon as you get up in the morning, you start fucking checking, making your agenda as soon as you get up. Every human whose brain, even a crazy person. And everybody's about survival. That's all it is. It's survival. Even if you're rich, you're still surviving. You may not have to work as hard. You may not have to work every day, but you're still surviving. Everybody got the same shit. Everybody got 2 ears, two arms and hands, well, most people, unless you're deformed or something. I'm talking about that. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not gonna go the 7 miles today. I'm gonna do the 6.